next year I will space these out differently. It's a lot of reviews to get done in 1 month. So we're back to Galaxy of Fear. This is Book 7, The Brain Spiders by John Whitman. In this, Hool, Zack, and Tash are trying to get uh, their identities taken out of the Imperial records because they're wanted by Darth Vader himself. And it's kind of like the theme going forward is after just thwarting Project Starscream, they're on the run. So they go to Jabba because that was the one thing kind of left open at the end of books 5 and 6 is that Hool has a background with Jabba. So they go to Jabba's palace and are laying low there until they can get new identities. Well, getting their identities erased. Jabba offers them new identities, but Hool's not into that because the Shido culture, their name is everything. Sort of a theme that's continued from book 6. Meanwhile, Tash becomes enamored with the monks that live in Jabba's palace. They're the ones that are putting their brains in the big spider machines that we saw in Return of the Jedi. But not all is what it seems. And the big thing in this is that Tash is starting to become like an actual teenager, and thus she's become a little on the angsty side. She wants to grow up, she wants to be a Jedi and know the Force, and she doesn't know where to go with it. So it's causing some angst. Meanwhile, Zack is having issues because he feels like his sister is distancing herself from him. That's his best friend. That's the only person he really has left from his old life on Alderaan. So it's an interesting dynamic there. And that's probably the highlights of this book are the character stuff. Because there's a great character moment, which is the best part of this book, between Hool and Zack. And I won't spoil it, but it's by far the best thing in this book. This book is like a step in the right direction from The Army of Terror, which I genuinely think is a bad book overall. I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that, and that I was too hard on it, but like, hey, the other books were significantly better than that one. Like, what a terrible way to end the series if it was going to end. Because as you know, Lucasfilm only ordered 6 of these books, and because they sold well, they ordered another 6. Which is why this is like going in off in its own direction. It's a standalone book, and it's nice. It's nice that we're finally getting like standalone adventures with Zack and Tash. Not saying that the first 6 were bad, like having them all connect to Project Starscream and Hool's background, but like it got a little tiresome by book 6. So it's nice that we're going in a new direction. There's some genuine little scares in this. It's a fun little book. Some good body horror stuff a little bit. As these books have progressed, they've become a little more violent and gross, which I like. I like disgusting things, so I like the gross. We all know this. Anyway, overall, what did I think of this one? It's a solid 4.3 out of 5. It's a very good book. It's not the best in the series, but it's better than the previous book, and that's what all we can ask for. So, anyway, have a good one.